All right, here we go. Another one. Another beard live with the 3-year beard. Justin Basil. Here we go, guys. Just trying to do voices. How's it going, guys? Happy Saturday. Welcome to Saturday Beard Live with Justin Basil, the 3-year beard. It's still within the 6 months of growing this 3-year beard, but in a few days it's going to be the 7th month, the start of the 7th month of growing this 3-year beard. Cheers to that, guys. Bearded life. Oh, and by the way, I got this new shirt called Living the Beard Life. Living the Beard Life. Living the Beard Life. Shout out to my wife who got me that for my birthday. It was like a nice little... I think it was a Father's Day gift. Yeah, it was a Father's Day gift. Recently it was Father's Day, right? Hopefully you guys had a good Father's Day. You know, enjoying some, fathers and the fathers that are with you. So yeah. So lately at work, I don't know, because my beard is significantly whiter than it should be. In fact, my wife made this observation before that most of my body hair is still pretty dark, and like brown to dark brown. And there's only just a little bit of grays, on the top of my head, and just primarily everything is just all concentrated in my beard. All the grays are concentrated in my beard. I mean, even in those other places that you normally wouldn't be able to see on my body, there's no gray hairs there. So, yeah, it's kind of a phenomenon or something, or like a weird coincidence that all my grays would be concentrated into my beard. So, pretty interesting, pretty good observation. But cheers to that, guys. I keep getting like comments at work saying that I'm Santa Claus, that I'm the bearded conductor, the train conductor, woo woo. And yeah, I'm just having fun with it. There was also another funny thing that one of the coworkers mentioned, how I should do a prank on the HR, and I should just because I work in healthcare. I work in a rehab hospital, so you often see a bunch of patients in those gowns and everything, and it would be funny if like I kind of came in walking in with a walker wearing a gown pranking the HR department. They thought that it was really funny, and so I was like I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for that, but hey, let's put that in the list of ideas. But yeah, I'm just having fun, and it doesn't seem like people are bothered at work that I have a beard. And then the people who are bothered are really secretly bothered. They're just not like really saying anything to me. Everyone just keeps talking to me, and everyone keeps saying hi, and everyone's friendly. And so yeah, I just take it that me, and with this beard, even though I work at a healthcare industry, at a rehab hospital, it's perfectly fine to be wearing a beard as bushy and as thick as this until I get approached by the HR department. And it won't be for the prank. It'll be for, Justin, we need to talk about that beard. Is it about the beard? Yes, it's about the beard. Hopefully that won't happen, because I've already had some plans. If that happens, I have a plan. I will not continue. I will continue to keep growing this beard, but in a different way. If I'm told that I have to have a certain amount of length, then I'll keep it that length, and I'll try to help maintain that health of keeping a beard for 3 years. It's not just growing a beard for 3 years. I mean, essentially, if I keep the beard for 3 years, then there's new hairs that are constantly growing every single year. So essentially, it's the same thing. I'm growing a beard for 3 years. It's just how I'm going to grow it, that's up to the question. That's up to the discussion. So I don't know yet. I'm just going to kind of wait and see how it goes. But Until then, until I'm approached, I'm going to continue to grow my beard as long as I can. Because I know how long it usually gets after 1 year. I just want to see what it looks like after 2 years, if they'll let me. I'll definitely try to do some braiding. I'll try to keep it together. I'll put a ponytail in it. I'll do whatever I can to continue to grow the length of this beard. Don't get me wrong. I want to continue to grow this beard like all the way down as long as I can. But again, if my job says that, they mandate a certain length of facial hair, then yeah, I have to kind of abide by that. And maybe I'll have to either look elsewhere, for other work. But, again, I'm not thinking about that too far into the future because I've kind of already mindfully made that plan and I'm not worried about it. I'm just really having fun with the beard community. I'm really having fun learning about more, maintaining beards and the health of beards. And speaking of beards, this is a beard kit sample of beard oil from Weatherbeard. It's 8 different sample kits. I kind of had to put some tape on this so it can stay together. Usually it kind of flops around in the tin. But yeah, these are all natural beard oils for your beards and all different scents. Right now, Weatherbeard is doing a special on their website. $35 for the beard sample, plus you get 4 more beard samples. That's totaling, instead of 8, that's 12 samples of beard oil that you can enjoy testing out. And so far, I think I've tried 7 out of 8 of these, and I've really enjoyed them. I really like the smells. I like the natural, woodsy, piney, sweet, sometimes even green Skittles type of smell. Like, there's just a bunch of different varieties of scents, and I'm really enjoying them. And I can't appreciate Weatherbeard enough for their quality of beard oils and beard products, because everything is 100% natural beard oils, 100% natural, ingredients made for your beards. So this is a really good investment. If you guys are ever interested in beard care, I definitely suggest you check out Beard Care. I definitely check out the Weatherbeard beard sample pack, and you won't regret it. I'm enjoying it, and I mean, honestly, like, the bottles are pretty big already, and compared to an average sized beard bottle, let me go grab that, see if I have that here. Don't worry, that's just a few things out of the way that I probably should have removed. But this is a regular beard size beard bottle, and this is from another undisclosed provider that I'm not going to say, but just look at the difference. Look at the difference between this bottle and these bottles. Clearly there's there's a little bit of a difference, but it's a pretty good amount of beard oil that you get for samples. Generally, the other samples that I've tried from other beard companies, they kind of provide it in a small little slit envelope. And it's just kind of like, it's all right. You get one use out of it, but then, you don't get to actually continue to use it multiple times. I would say that maybe like you can use this up to like 3 to 4 times per bottle, depending on how generous you want to, exfoliate your beard with beard oil. But I mean, honestly, it's a really good deal. $35 for 12 different scents, for 12 different little bottles that you get to test out. Just definitely check out Weatherbeard Beard Supply Company, and you're gonna have fun with it. I'm already enjoying it. My wife loves the smells. She's like always wants to come up to me and smell my beard. It doesn't seem disgusting anymore in terms of how ragged and a beard can look like. It's like, oh, your beard smells nice. That's great. So I'm enjoying it. My wife is enjoying it, and my daughter's enjoying it too. So yeah, definitely pick up some Weatherbeard. They have not only some beard washes, but they also have beard butters, and all different types of scents, not including in these scents. There's just a bunch of different smells and and scents that you can explore within the Weatherbeard catalog. So definitely check it out. But yeah, it's time to go into the bearded legend of the week. Today's bearded legend is Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson is a major league, major league, three-time Major League Baseball All-Star closer, and awesome pitcher. He was, he kind of hit his peak in 2010. He was recorded playing for the Giants, the San Francisco Giants, and the LA Dodgers. So he's been having a great career based off of his beard, and specifically his beard because he started out with no beard. um, he kind of had like a different type of you know career when in his baseball uh, league, and when he started growing the beard, he ended up dyeing his beard jet black. It's not the same, it's not the natural color of his hair, but he did it to appear intimidating, as a pitcher, and it worked. And then it actually kind of like, catapulted this huge campaign of fans chanting in the crowd, "Fear the Beard." He's also known for his nickname is also the Beard, so the beard specifically has been a huge influence in terms of how this player Brian Wilson is looked at, and it definitely made a huge impact on his career, the beard specifically. So let me read a little bit about his career overview. Wilson spent the majority of his 9-year major league career from 2006 to 2014 with the San Francisco Giants before finishing his career with a brief stint playing for rivals Los Angeles Dodgers. I liked him, honestly, when he played in the San Francisco Giants because I'm from that area. I'm from the Bay Area. I lived in the Bay Area most of my life, and now I live in Las Vegas. So, I think it's kind of like a little bit of a reach to my stomping grounds. So, it's a kind of a near and dear to my heart, where I grew up in, especially around that San Francisco area. And again, San Francisco is a great national mark. There's a bunch of stadiums. There's a bunch of like, you know, great food. There's actually some good culture, despite what it might seem like right now with the homelessness and everything. But I mean, when I was growing up, there wasn't that bad of a homeless crisis, even though it kind of apparently started in the 1960s or 70s. They started seeing that, and they were like, well, I don't know what we can do about that. And then essentially they just decided to just not do anything about it. So now, homelessness has run rampant. But when I was growing up, around that time during the 2008-2010 era, um, it was definitely his career. Brian Wilson's career was definitely very much in its peak. I mean, growing a huge, massive beard to look intimidating as a pitcher. His defining professional moment came on November 1st, 2010, when he struck out Nelson Cruz of the Texas Rangers to secure Game 5 of the World Series, clinching the Giants' first championship since moving to San Francisco in 1958. It's pretty impressive, and his stats are pretty good. He's got a pretty good amount of wins. Actually, a little bit less wins than more losses, but this is just like looking at his career stats. But his personality, Fear the Beard, let's touch base on a little bit more about that. Aside from his mid-90s fastball and sharp slider, Wilson gained immense popularity for his colorful, quirky personality, specifically the beard. During the 2010 pennants race, he stopped shaving, eventually dyeing his massive beard with jet black shoe polish to, I don't know if it was specifically shoe polish, but to look more intimidating on the mound. Fans adopted the slogan "Fear the Beard," and essentially, he started making a lot of fans who came to to watch the games wearing beards, which is pretty cool. I mean, look at those beards. Oh man. It's so funny. Uh, yeah, but I mean, he influenced a huge generation of people who appreciate beards, and essentially, you see him in the Dodgers, and his beard has grown a little bit significantly longer, so he has to kind of wrap it around with a little bit of a blue tie, a little hair tie. But yeah, I mean, again, the way that he kind of styles himself, kind of shapes how he's going to be in his career. And maybe, I don't know, maybe he grew it too long or kind of just like flopped a little bit, or maybe the fact that he got traded to the Dodgers, that was probably the the nail in the coffin for his career. But I don't know. But anywho, he was able to, win a few like World Series around 2010. Again, like he got like some claim to fame, all because of his beard. He was able to intimidate the batters. He was able to intimidate the other team with the Fear the Beard campaign, Fear the Beard chanting. And there's nothing more intimidating than the crowd turning on your own team. Like just like the chants, like whoa, whoa, it intimidates the other team. And especially if you're playing a home team, the Giants' home games were like, so underrated. You had to be there during that time of 2008 to 2012 to really get the whole, span of this popularity of Fear the Beard. So it's pretty interesting how like one beard changes a whole game, literally. But yeah, can't thank Brian Wilson enough for his heavily big influence on people's perception of how they think of beards. So thank you so much, Brian Wilson, for your contribution as a legendary bearded legend of the week. Kind of redundant, um, but yeah, it's it's great to see people that adopt beards to look different and intimidating. And I think there was one picture with him without a beard, but I don't want to show that because honestly, he doesn't look that intimidating. He doesn't even look that important without his beard. And I'm gonna just be honest about that. He doesn't look that important. He just looks like an average Joe. Looks like an average dude, like someone that you just walk by and be like, oh, okay, this is just regular good dude, regular guy. But with this beard, with this beard, or with this beard, and with this beard, how could you not feel intimidated by this type of beard? How could you not feel intimidated by a beard like this? Serious. I mean, that's a big jet black. That kind of that kind of reminds me of that pirate, Blackbeard, like Blackbeard the pirate. Like maybe he was the that was his influence a little bit. Hey, I'm gonna like have a Blackbeard the pirate type of beard, and I'll do my pitches like fastballs and sliders and curveballs and whoo, and then I'll intimidate the batters. I don't know, but could have been true. And I don't know too much about his backstory, though it says he had other like different personalities like the Machine during televised interviews, a mysterious figure dressed in a full body tactical latex bondage gear. That's kind of a little odd, but I don't know. Uh, would occasionally appear walking around in the background. I don't know if that's trying to say if that was him as the Machine. I don't know, but but apparently he was just a pop culture icon in that area, 2011, 2010, and he was actually influencing Charlie Sheen as he prep talked him during the actor's infamous 2011 winning meltdown. You know, if anyone remembers Charlie Sheen's interviews saying how he's winning, apparently he talked to Brian Wilson then, and that's how Charlie Sheen got influenced by saying the word winning. But yeah, his with the recent update in Brian Wilson's career, World Series rings and 2025 sports auction houses noted that Wilson put up several pieces of personal memorabilia for sale, including his personal World Series rings from the 2010 and 2012 Giants championship teams. Well, that's really unfortunate. I mean, clearly he's moved on from his career, maybe, or maybe he just doesn't have that much attachment to his championship rings. I mean, those are going to be going up very, very, like, they're going to be sold a lot of money. And I think there was also a campaign of how he shaved his beard, which I really don't want to talk about because it's, shaving the beard. I don't want to even imagine shaving beards right now. But what I will say is, I think he did have a campaign of shaving his beard for about $1 million. And I think he, sent it off to some charity or something. It was like a charity event, which, again, a great dude, a great guy to influence the population with not only his professional baseball playing career, but also just to kind of, help out in terms of the community. There's not much in terms of his June 2026 Giants analyst, but he was on one of the San Francisco's KNBR radio show. He jokingly shared a theory that the Giants' modern bullpen struggles stem from Oracle Park moving the bullpens off the field and away from the dugout, noting that separating the relievers from the hitters ruined team chemistry. So I don't know. Yeah, my wife is on again at the chat saying $1 million. I know. Would you shave your beard for $1 million? I mean, I'm pretty sure you would. I mean, $1 million is $1 million. But your beard, assuming if your beard can't grow back, which it secretly can, guys, your beard can grow back. Duh. So why not just shave your beard temporarily to get that $1 million, right? I don't know. If someone came up to me and asked me, hey, I want to shave your beard for $1 million, I would be like, next video. Guys, I'm shaving my beard for $1 million. That would, get hopefully maybe a bunch of views, but hopefully it'll be for a good charitable reason. But it's something it's something to think about. That's a very good big commitment to grow a beard that during his baseball career, knowing that he's going to be intimidating the batters as a pitcher. That's pretty good. I mean, you got to be peacocking somehow as a pitcher, not just putting your arms up and your legs up in the air and looking like you're about to throw a 120-mile-an-hour baseball at your nuts. There's a bunch of videos about that where batters get hit by the ball all the time. They get pegged by the ball. But yeah, not only that, but he also, is using the beard as sort of a marketing campaign, to sort of launch his career elsewhere. And, to kind of cement his legendary stardom in terms of how he influenced people with his beard. I think that's the whole point of beards, is to appear, almost influential to the point where you're influencing other people around you for the better. And I mean, I don't see anything from his past or his future, from his I don't see anything bad about this dude. That's why I think Brian Wilson is definitely a legendary beard. And definitely, whether he gets traded to different teams and whether I think that he kind of sold out, he should have stayed on the Giants like he should have, that's just that hit a little bit. But again, I live in Las Vegas right now, so I'm not really I'm not holding on to different teams, and I never usually did. I was not the type of person who was always like, I have this one team that I root for, and I have this, I don't do any of that. I just like watching games, and whoever's playing really good, I'll be excited for that. Whoever gets an interception, I'll be excited for that. I'll be excited for the game in general. So I'll be really focused, really aware of what's going on in the game, while eating some snacks and some football food and some baseball food. If you haven't been to the Giant Stadium, I think it's called Oracle Park, go for the garlic fries. Garlic fries are top tier. There's a lot of garlic in them, but it's top tier. If you like garlic and if you like fries, put them together like the Giant Stadium has, and then you'll get the best garlic fries ever in San Francisco, allegedly. But yeah, it's a great thing that Brian Wilson, again, he's going to be talked about for a while because not only did he reach championships, he was an MLB player he was an MLB All-Star player, and he was renowned as a great influential baseball player for, the entire history of baseball. So again, he's going to be cemented as the bearded legend indefinitely. And again, his nickname is the Beard. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it, right? But anywho, guys, let's go back to talking about other different beards, other different things like, hey, let's talk about a beard trivia. So today's bearded trivia is question: Brian Wilson became famous for which beard slogan? I think we mentioned this but hey, I'm gonna give it to you. A, grow the beard. B, beard strong. Or C, fear the beard. Top tier. I mean, I mentioned this a lot. I mentioned this. It's fear the beard. C, fear the beard was his beard slogan. And again, all because of Brian Wilson's attempt to grow a beard, even dye it so that it'll be more noticeable. I can go out into the crowd and maybe blend into a cement or, a little like some pavement, and no one's going to see me. Hey, who knows? I might just be that person that blends in instead of, stands out. And I don't know if I ever want to dye my beard. Maybe temporarily. Temporarily, I might want to. Especially for like 4th of July. Blue, white, and red stripes. The white is in the middle, the blue's on this side, or the white, but yeah, blue, white, and red, maybe. I'm going this way. So yeah, it might be fun, but temporarily. So because I don't want to tarnish this beard, I don't want to tarnish the amount of growth that it's already been doing for the last 6 months, and it is rather impressive that it is, within the last 6 months. So I constantly get people saying like, how long have you been growing that beard? Only 6 months. Really? That's their first reaction. Really? Whoa. They assume like in their minds it's like 1 year, 2 years, or like, but again, they think that they haven't seen a bunch of, beards like this. You often don't get to see, big bushy beards like this. But when you do, you're like, oh, you're like the guy from the train conductor. Choo choo. You're like Santa Claus. Choo. Oh, ho, ho. My wife says, you can go do Santa. You can go to the Santa run and blend in. I don't know. Is there a Santa run? Oh, that would be so fun. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, dye could really damage the hair. Yeah, especially for the beard. I mean, guys, I'm kind of like saving a little bit of the beard hair. I'm just piling it up, and I don't want to show it on screen because, again, some people think it's ew. But, I'll throw it away. I'm not going to keep it indefinitely. I'm not going to, put it into the Ziploc baggies and sell it, online. And then people are going to be like, is this beard hair or pube hair? What is this? It looks like old man pubes. No. Why would I do that? I would not do that at all. I don't like selling, bodies, stuff online. That's gross. That's like as gross as that lady that farted into bottles and sold her farts online. That's just like, come on, that's not good. That's not good. What are you doing? I mean, like, seriously, like, and then if you could do that, you could do worse things. And there's probably like black market stuff that, oh yes, this, the beard here will probably be in the black market. No one's gonna want to, like, say, oh, let me just look up on Google, see what I can find for some beard hair. Oh, I just want to find some extra beard hair from someone else, some donated beard hair. Oh, really, Justin? Justin is selling his own beard hair. Oh, I like that color. It's a little bit, it's more white, but it has a little bit of dark in some places. No, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. No. You got my point. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna throw it away. I'm just, it's like every once in a while, I'll lose some beard hair, which is perfectly natural, by the way. Another beard trivia: how many beard hairs do you think each person loses per day on average? Well, it's usually between 20 to 100 beard hairs every day. 20 to 100 beard hairs per day. That's crazy to imagine. But hey, if you got a lot of beard hair like I do, that's not, I'm going to make up for it. I'm not going to, see the difference. It's still going to look very puffy and still very, very bushy. You know, I'm a bushy guy. Just a wild and crazy bushy guy. But, I think it's fun enjoying the fruits of my labor, which has been this beard for the last 6 months. And since then, I've been connecting with, a lot of different people online. I've been connecting with so many different people who comment on my videos, and the people who want to provide some beard care products. And then, as a way of exchange, I can do a video for them. I'm all about that. I love testing out different products, and I love making videos like that. But I also love doing other videos on the side. I'm a very eclectic, all-rounded type of person. So, hopefully you guys stay tuned for more. I'm going to be right back tomorrow with another beard post, daily post, and then I'll be back again for another Beard Live next Saturday. And again, Saturday is the 4th of July. That's going to be an interesting one. I don't know if anyone's going to be watching it or seeing it, except for my wife, who's always the supporter on the comments. Thank you, by the way. I can't thank you enough. You're fun. Your comments are fun. But again, you got to be with people that support you, that give you that motivation, to give you that push to just strive to be a better person, strive to do better for other people, and just continue to explore different things that make you like a talented person. What are your talents? Is it growing a beard? Is it laying down foundation? Is it drawing? Is it public speaking? Is it something else that is almost like, you can't find that anywhere else? And there's plenty of people. I mean, I would say everyone has like their own special talent. And no matter how much people there are in the world, there's definitely going to be enough room to showcase your talents. So you just think about what kind of talent you have, and just go and do that. And then, like what I'm doing, starting a challenge, starting a routine, and then continuing to try to push yourself, even though I might not even want to make a video every day, but I just do it because it motivates me to continue to stay accountable to help maintain this healthy beard. And it also continues to open up my community. It helps me to learn more about information about, the people and beards in general. Again, it's just like something that it comes in time when you just continue to commit and stay committed. Don't try to motivate yourself all the time. Stay committed. Consistency is better than motivation every single time. I think I covered that in one video a few days ago. But you guys have a lovely Saturday. Have a lovely weekend. I will see you next weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow for another post. And guys, beard the course.